I had a boiling shower. I went around the compound a little bit on the bike. I was very cold. I came home and I drank a bunch of water. Wow. All right, what are we going to do now? Supposedly somebody's coming with a heater sooner or later. But now I'm not cold anymore. I've done had a hot shower, got dressed, rode the bike. My coldness has disappeared. My neighbor's outside doing his mother's the loudest people in the world. I don't know why they talk so loud all the time. They really talk loud. He's standing like 1 meter from the dude, and he's just like screaming in his face. What's up with that? Why you folks do that? Loudest talking people I ever met. Michael, hello again. It's now 8 o'clock. It's a normal time. Let's see if anybody's awake. What's up, Jay Maples? Jay Maples. That's a good name. That sounds like something you get in Canada, some kind of sexual favor. Hey, you want to do the Jay Maples? It does. It sounds like something they can do in Canada. I got Jay Maple over in Ontario. Woohoo! All right, let's get in here and have us a cup. Do I need a cup of coffee? I got to think about this. I guess not. Let's go in here. Dum dum dum. Yeah, Jay Maples. You can go over and get you some sexual favors. Or it's a good place to buy weed, you know. What are you smoking? Oh, that's that new Jay Maple. Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, I just blew one of them Jay Maple blunts, man. It was fucking awesome. You ever done that? Fired up, man. They got everything else you can think of. They even got Helen Keller weed. Smoke that shit, you go blind. But Jay Maples, that'd be a good one. I'd buy some of that shit. Hey, man. Kuthami, what's happening? Cheers. All right, let me get a cup of coffee over here. I don't know why she loves me like she does. Oh, but she does. Ooh, ooh, wee, ooh. 1,000 people live in this complex, and they can't figure out how to get a heater. It's damn dead of winter when you go damn heaters. It's crazy. I don't know why they didn't spend the extra money to put heaters in the house. I guess we're in Saudi. Heat is not a priority, you know. It's like everybody's had enough of it. I got to do some errands. I just don't feel like doing it. They're not priority errands. They're just little shit that kind of... I get pestered by stuff that needs to be done for some reason. I kind of don't like to let shit sit. I got some new pants and they're all like this much too long. I need to get them hemmed. But I got to wear them down there, and then I need some underwear on because I can't be standing around there with my gonads hanging out. And I don't wear underwear. I have underwear, I just don't like to wear underwear. I'm a free baller. It took me a while to build up to it. It takes calluses. When you first start free balling, some of your clothes will give you a rash or give you a little rug-a-tug, you know? But once you start free balling, you much better life. You build up calluses in places you never thought, and your actual stamina is longer because of the leather that forms around your privates. So I highly recommend men start free balling. It really works well. I'm full of it. It's just honesty. I don't know why people think you're full of it. Honesty is the best policy right there. You can't be honest about your privates. Who are you? Yeah, everybody knows. Got to be honest. Randy 101 advice. Yep. Free balling for the future. Cheers. Hmm. Well, I've already had a full day. Hell, it's 8 in the morning. I've been up since 3. Or was it 4? I've been up since 3:30 or 4. I can't remember. But then again, I went to bed like very early. I guess I could figure out how to get my pants down there so they can hem them. I'd like to find a place that could just hem my pants like right there while I wait. In America, you have the suit place, and they'll make it suit fit you in 5 minutes. You go into the suit, you put on the stuff, they pin it up, you walk around the mall 5 minutes, come back, and your clothes are ready. Here, everything's an ordeal. Really, the dude gives you a bunch of shit, and maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Hell, just hem the damn pants. The simplest things in life sometimes are the hardest. And why do all pants come so long? I guess they do that so they don't have to do different sizes. Just the waist size only, and the length is just unlimited. There was no selection about the length of the pants, just the waist. I was buying 36s, but I noticed 36 pants fits my waist, but when I bend down, it rubs my crack raw. They clench your bum. I need the backside and to be a little bit loose. I don't like things in my butt. Don't you hate pants that just crawl right up your backside? God, it's annoying. I hate them kind of pants. But now the pants that are so long, I have to wear the waist is up near my nipples. I pull them up as high as I can. They're like, you never had that problem? Well, you already said you got a big backside. Yeah, if you got plenty of muffin on your puffin or puffin on your muffin, you don't have that problem. I look like a flat ass. Never had issues. You're skinny. Skinny people have the problem. That's the problem. When you're skinny is when it's the worst. When you're skinny and you bend down, the pants just go right up your crack. It's an actual problem. I can't believe you're not experiencing it. You probably are, just don't notice. Or maybe you've grown accustomed and it's no problem with something between your cracks of your ass. You may be able to dance on the other side. I don't know. It's a possibility. You may be one of them free-for-all sexual types, you know? A lot of you guys out there. Cheers. I find normal waist sizes sell out fast. They don't make many larger waist size. That's very true. Your large, actually, there's a mid-range that sells out all the time. Same with shoes. Shoes size between 9 and 11, those shoes sell out first. That's why when you look at shoes on sale, it's always size 8. You know, the dudes with the little bitty feet. So dudes with little feet can always find shoes. The average person, I think, man, is around size 10 in the American. I think that's like 43, 44 or something. From 43 to 45 size in the metric area, it's hard to find. Depends how big is the crack. This is true. If you have a long waist, they may be bigger. Or you have a short waist. Everybody's built so different, but they manage to come up with sizes that they say are standard. I have never found standard size fit me. The shirts are too big. The arms are too short. The arms are too long. The shirt's too short. The biggest problem I've always had is the shirts are too damn short. You raise your arms up and your whole belly falls out to your nipples. Those are the big problem. Then you buy the long shirts and they're so big the arms look like they're for a giraffe. They need to redo the whole sizing thing. Barracuda, what's up? They ought to redo the whole sizing structure. It's all screwed up. Especially when you live out in a different country. You got to get used to like so many different sizes. When you go online, there's Asian size, American size, European size, blah, blah, blah size. It's not like Japanese or Chinese people. 99% of them people is the same size and look the same. I have buying issues, dress clothes like for funerals. I have to stuff hemmed. Yeah, most people do. I think that all those dress clothes are made like that. You have to have it hemmed. Shoes are a bitch. I got a pair of shoes, Barracuda. I found another pair I like. Yeah, I'm wearing. What am I wearing? Hell, I don't remember the name. But they're wide, man. This shoe. Yeah, this wide shoe here. Let's see if we can check it out. These shoes here really comfort and they're wide. The problem I always have is shoes are too skinny. This here is a good fat shoe. It's called a Bubuk. Bubuka. Babuk. These are nice ones. Babuk. When my daughter went to Ireland, she got jeans out there and they fit her just fine. Jeans in the United States and they don't fit. Well, you know why? Because people in the UK, I mean, I don't want to be rude, but let's be honest. There's not too many supermodels coming out of Europe, especially out of the UK. Now, you see a lot of beautiful ladies out of Eastern Europe and stuff, but when it comes to the UK, there's just not too many drop-dead gorgeous ladies in the UK. Something about them folks. Don't know why. Yeah, it's just... Have you been to the UK? It's really weird. It's just... Everybody's husky. Even the young girl's kind of husky. Yeah, that's the best word that comes to mind. They're real husky. Liz Hurley was your favorite. A lot of husky gals over there. And they're still into that grandma haircut, you know? You don't see many natural beauties. There's some, but not so many. Maybe I just didn't go to the right area, like everywhere in public. Maybe the pretty ladies are hiding. Those shoes look like snowshoes to keep you from sinking. These shoes, I think they're called a trekking type shoe. I don't know. I just seen a red-headed Asian. They had to dye their hair. There ain't no red-headed Asians. They don't have that. What's that? Melatonin. There's no such thing as a red-headed Asian. They dyed their hair. Have you noticed Asians, even when they have a freckle and moles, they're black like coal. Yeah, there's no such thing as red-haired or blonde-headed Asians. A lot of your hookers dye their hair blonde, those Asian hookers. Have you seen that? Gal walking down with a bleach blonde hair. Asian girl. It just don't look right, but it's what they want. I guess they think it looks okay. That's all that matters. It looks like, baby. It don't look good at all. It's up to them. Let them do what they want. Blonde-haired Asian. Isn't it silly, Double J? Those girls that dye their hair bleach or yellowy blonde, the Asian girls, it just totally looks unnatural. They just don't have that. Now, what I have noticed in some Asian parts, the islander people, their hair becomes really light brown, almost a blonde. But it's from the sun and being outside in the ocean all the time. And it you can see they've blended that way. But when you just take your average powder puff Asian person and dye their hair blonde, it clashes, you know. Asians pride themselves in being white. They spend tons of money in the Philippines to be white. They got whitening soap, whitening cream, whitening lights, whitening everything you can imagine to make yourself white. And then in the U.S., everybody's spending money to get themselves dark. It's so weird. They like to look medically sick white. I mean, they really look that's like a real big deal. In the U.S., everybody wants to be dark. Wonder why that is. Some white people want to be tanned. That's what I'm saying. Not some. Every white person wants to be super tan. But white people are not white anyway. They're peach colored. I don't know why they always say white people. They always say the peach people. There's very few white people. I would think Japanese would be more white people than actual Western people. Western people should be called peach people. Yeah, just call it what it is. They look like a light peach. The whitest people I've seen is the Japanese, the ones that hide all the time, never get out in the sun. They're really white people. Sickly looking white, but that's their deal. That's beauty in their country. It's strange. They hide from the sun. They wear umbrellas. They wear those visor hats. They really go overboard to protect themselves from the sun. I thought it was due to skin cancer, but I've been told by several people, no, they don't want to get tan. They want to stay as white as they can stay. Saudi skins are Saudi's kind of in between. No, Saudi's more towards the white side. You know, in America, we never even had an Arab identity on a driver's license. You always were white. We had white, African, and Asian, and Hispanic. There was no Arab on the license. Arab was told to check white people. Because if you look at most people throughout Saudi, you guys look like New Yorkers or Italians. You know, if you go to New York City, you can't tell who's Saudi and who's Italian and you can't tell. Nobody looks different. Japan is homogenized society. Anybody else looking different just stands out in Japan society. That's true. They got that new prime minister over there. She's kicking everybody out of the country. The whole world's doing that. The left got carried away pushing all that LGBTQ, FUCK shit down people's throat. Now every country's marching in the streets, kicking out the immigrants and cleaning it back up. Mr. Gandhi, we're glad you're here. Are you working today? I'm just back on. I can broadcast here at Multi, but I have to be at home on my tablet. I can't go out and broadcast. Only when I'm at home I can do this multi-broadcast. Undercover staff, Hala Walla Cable Hal. Shlonika, baby. It's another beautiful day. Maybe. I guess I should take these pants off and have them hem then. I got two pair of pants that I've got to get at least 3 to 4 inches cut off. They're so long. And I don't have any shirts. All my shirts are too big. All my shirts are giant. I can't believe I was fat that big that all the shirts that I now own are so big. The shirt that I'm wearing now is giant. I tucked it in. And then the pants, I got to wear it up to my belly button because they're so long. Look at here. I'm wearing my pants about 5 inches from my nipples because they're so big. They're so long. And then this shirt is giant. Look at this thing. Looks like a bed sheet with sleeves. All my clothes are so big. I used to fill these out and they were tight. Last sick day, I believe. Oh, today's your last sick day? All my clothes is just so giant. Really. At least when I quit wearing these, we can cut them up and make bed sheets out of them. They're humongous. Damn big ass shirts. Pants are too long. Shirts are too giant. I'm not teasing you. You know how it is. Did you ride your bike today, Mr. Gandhi? I went out for a couple of minutes around the compound. It's so cold. Really is cold. You look like the youngster kid of the house getting passed on clothes. It does. I look like I'm wearing hand-me-downs. I do. I look like the young guy who has to wear everybody else's clothes. Damn big-ass clothes. We'll have to figure that out soon. Car covers. We can do a car cover with these choke. They're definitely big. Everything's just too big. It's a pain in the ass. The only thing that didn't change was my feet. I still need wide shoes. I can't wear skinny shoes. But all my clothes are too big. I wonder if I could buy normal t-shirts at like a store somewhere here. The problem with most of the t-shirts you guys have in Saudi, they're bullshit t-shirts. They're the ones you wear under a thobe. You can't wear them as a shirt. They're really thin. I don't like them. Can't ride in this weather, too cold. Yeah, it was cold this morning when I went out. I circled the compound a few times, came right home. It was very cold. Definitely cold. Actually, if I had my hat on and gloves, I'd been all right. But I was wearing just a regular old British looking hat, you know, that style. If I'd had a good cover my ear hat, I'd been all right. I need to get some shirts, man. This is a priority in my life. And I got to get my clothes hemmed. I guess we could get ready and go do that here in a little bit. I'm sure I can find a shop somewhere that'll hem up my pants. That'll be a goal. Damn, pants are so long. Check these pants out. I can't believe how long they are. I mean, they went overboard on extra lengths. Can you see here? I have to step way back there so you can see. Look how long these damn pants are. They're like... See, if I put these in the normal spot, that's a good 5 inches too long. They're way long. And then the shirts that I have, look at my shirts. Put 3 people in here. Everything's just so big. I'm proud of your effort. Yeah, it's cool, but now nothing fits. Nothing fits at all. Even when I buy new stuff, they're so long and giant that I have to have them hemmed. Everything has to go to a tailor. I bought t-shirts twice, returned one pack, and the pack I got now doesn't fit either, but I'm keeping them because all my other t-shirts are wore out. It's freaking hard. I think what I'll have to do is, I guess I'll start ordering just large instead of extra large. But the problem is I still have big shoulders. My shoulders are very wide. And when you have wide shoulders and you buy shirts that fit, then it looks like you're wearing little dresses. Actually, this loose outfit now is probably better just to wear around the house and not worry about it. I can just wear this around the house and not think about shit. Probably be best. Keep this as old house, run around in clothes, loose, good clothes. Probably the best thing to do. Leah, this is just my lounger clothes. It's not a watch. It's a Whoop. It has no screen. It's a Whoop. It's a Whoop MG, medical grade. You don't never take it off. I will show you what it is. Hold on. Let me get my phone so I can show you what it is. It's a medical grade bracelet it's full of nothing but sensors. It's got like 5 sensors on it that run all the time. You charge it every couple of weeks. It does your sleep, it does your blood pressure, it does your stress, it does everything. Let's show you what it does. It's like the miracle to monitor all your health. All right, here we go. It's not cheap either. The subscription's expensive. So we go whoop. And then home. Okay, my sleep. I still don't know what everything means. It says 43% recovery, 30% strain, 4%. It says I only slept 4 hours. Oh, hell, it didn't calculate Friday. Why it didn't calculate Friday? Yeah, I ate breakfast. Yeah, I ate dinner. Yeah, I ate lunch. Save it. Maybe I forgot to save it. Yep, I forgot to save it. Son of a beeswax. My heart rate variability is 17. My resting heart rate is 70. And then yesterday I sat in the house all day. I didn't do anything. So I only had 900. Look at that. That's a lazy day right there. No steps. Do you frequent those brotels? Quit spreading that what is pestilence? I don't know what pestilence means. Maybe I am spreading it. Let me know so I can stop. Yeah, if you got pestilence for me, let me know. I don't even know what it is. Oh, he's insulting. Let me tell you something. I have never paid cash for sex to any prostitute. However, on a side note, they sure do get angry. They get angry. Whoop, whoop. You know what's funny? I'm glad that I'm not well versed in the Webster's English Dictionary. A lot of shit people say I don't even know what it means, so I don't get up and say it. Half the things people say I don't know. People say some big old hyperchronic word with 13 syllables. I don't know what the fuck that means. Hell, I have no idea. Man, this dude is not bringing the heater, man. I'm only sitting here waiting on my heater, and this dude is not hurrying up. What means heart virality? I don't really know what all that means. I just got this, how many days ago? I've had this 1, 2, 3, 4 days. I'm still learning it. After 7 days, it will calculate everything and come up with some management plan. I really don't know what all these things mean yet. You can buy these. The one that does everything is this one. It's called the medical grade one. For this and a 1-year subscription is like $300+. I figured I'd try it for the 1 year. I bought the one that comes with a 1-year subscription. I just wanted to monitor every little part of my health for 1 year and figure out what I'm doing right or wrong. See, I haven't had it long enough for it to do. You can see here, it even says that. Hold on. Damn it. See, it says for calibration timeline, My stress and all my scores, I have to have it on for 7 days. I've only had it on for 5 days. What does that mean right there? Heart variability. Let's see what it means. Your average HRV is 18. Wear your whoop to bed each night to keep track of your HRV. Changes over time. I guess it's how your heart... I don't know what that means. We'll have to look at that. Oh, there's videos that says what it means. What it is. Oh, hell, there you go.
Heart rate variability, or HRV, is the variance in time between the beats of your heart. If your heart rate is 60 beats per minute, it's not actually beating once every second. Within that minute, there may be 0.9 seconds between two beats and 1.5 seconds between two others. So why does this matter? HRV is an amazing proxy measure of your autonomic nervous system health. Your autonomic nervous system, which controls many functions of our body, has two branches. Heart rate variability comes from these two branches, which are simultaneously competing to send signals to your heart. When you have a high heart rate variability, it means that your body is able to appropriately respond to the demands of both the parasympathetic and the sympathetic branch. This is a sign that your nervous system is balanced. Whoop keeps track of your HRV trends over time and will help you work towards behaviors that create a more adaptive response to all the demands you face across the day.
There you go. There's your answer. Did that make sense? It says how I can improve it. Everything you need to know about it. There's your answer. Heart rate, whatever. I got to learn all of these things. My variability is down. It's 17 instead of 18. Is that good or bad? I don't know. I need to learn what's normal and what's a typical range. Yeah, I need to see what I'm supposed to be. I don't know what's normal. I have to learn what's normal. I didn't do anything yesterday. I only burned 830 calories. That's terrible. Yesterday was a real lazy day. No, I don't have heart issues. I'm just keeping track of my health to make sure I don't. You don't remember Steve's story? Steve had some kind of weird thing with his heart, and his Apple Watch noticed it. And he went to the doctor, and he had to have treatment quickly. I forget what happened to him, but it was simply fixed. But if it was ignored, he could have died. If your heart has got some weird rhythm or something strange going on, you may have to stop a med or eat something different. You have to keep track of this stuff. Once you're past 50, you don't want to just drop dead for some stupid shit that you could have avoided. I'm trying to make sure my sleep is good, my heart rate is good, all the medical things that you're supposed to keep track of. Remember, in a few years, I'll be living in the Philippines. You got to keep track of your health. You don't want to be sick over there. You end up dead. You got to be healthy. You can't live in remote foreign countries and not be healthy. Yeah, you don't want to have an emergency health situation in some third world bullshit place. It's not a good situation. The only good thing right now in Cebu is they have 2 flights a day to Guam. So if something major happened, I could be in Guam in 3 hours. Which is American territory that has everything. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight to keep track of everything. I'm just getting in, trying to take care of my life. Fat people don't live long. You never see old fat people because they die of strokes and every other disease. There's no old fat people. If you're fat, you're going to die young. That's just the way it is. Doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter if you found one guy that lives in Tupafuck, Mississippi that lived to be 90, you're still going to die. Thoughts on EV vehicles? If you want one, buy one. If you don't buy it. I don't know. I don't see anything good or bad about it. Doesn't really matter to me. If your driving habits and everything are normal, my deep dive into EV vehicles, they seem to be total bullshit. It costs more to drive an EV. And just pay more, you were doing it for a reason, to save the climate. Well, now that we're pretty sure that the whole climate thing was a bullshit hoax, why do I want to save the hoax? Have you seen people, they go home and they fill up their EV, or they stop at a Chase station, and it's equal to $2 to $4 a gallon for electricity. You're not saving anything. But then again, they're quiet and nice and don't have any stink. They could be good too. You got slammed with a 3-minute ad. Well, damn, that sucked. Yeah, the whole sub and you won't have ads. There you go. I was just listening to your response, got wrecked with a 2-minute ad. My response is you're saving. The whole idea of the EV was the climate change and saving the planet. Now we've learned that the climate change has been a fucking hoax. 100%, there's nothing you can say it's a hoax. There never has been and never will be a climate change that we made. So now, if you take away the hoax, what do you have left? You have a car that needs a fuel. What's the fuel? Well, it's electricity. Now, if you look at the cost of electricity per watt versus the cost of gas per gallon, it's equal to $3 to $4. Is 230 at 6.1 good? I don't know. You got bone structures and everything. You need to do a body mass index. I really don't know. It don't sound far off. Yeah, it don't sound far off. But I don't know. There's something you do to tell you if it's good or not. There's like 100 different formulas to calculate your body mass, blah blah blah, and your age matters. I don't know. I've seen some of these where you fill out this little questionnaire and it'll tell you they said you're too fat or too skinny. But you got to remember, nobody can get that ideal weight they talk about. Really, the total idyllic weight, it's really hard to achieve that. I don't even know what mine should be. That's a good question. Let's figure that out. Let's see if we can find an app. Let's find us an app. Let's see what we're supposed to be. I'm curious to know. Let's figure out what we're supposed to be. Okay. BMI calculator. Here's the calculator. We're going to look at a BMI calculator. Okay. Accept all. What is your sex? I'm a male. How old am I? I'm 62. What is I'm 6 foot even, 6'0". I weigh 197 pounds. Calculated. So it says my BMI is 26.7. Your weight is I'm healthy. I am allowed to weigh between 169 and 206, so I am healthy. So let's go back now and look at yours. Okay, damn it. Here we go. Give me how old are you? You're a man or a woman? Are you a man or a woman? Come on, let's get this rolling. Let's not take all day. A man. How old are you? You're 6'1", you said. 6'1". And how much do you weigh? Oh, you're 5'10". Oh, you're 42. You're 5'10". Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said you were 6'1". 5'10". And you're 168 pounds. Let's look at yours. Calculate it. You're healthy. You're allowed to be between 146 and 181, so you're doing fine. Great. Your weight is within a healthy range. Who else was saying they were 6'1"? Where's 6'1"? I can't find the damn thing. Who said he was 6'1"? 230 pounds at 6'1". FYSI. FYXI. We got to have your age. We need more than that. We need more information. 6'1", 230 pounds. Okay. Whoop. 6'1", 230 pounds, 230. And how old are you? 23. 23. And you're a man or a girl? You're a man, right? Or you're a woman? I'm going to presume you're a man. Here we go. Calculate it. You're obese. You're fat. You're supposed to be between 144 and 181. You need weight loss. So you're obese. You might be obese, it says. It doesn't say you're surely obese. It says you might be obese. Let's look at Barracuda. Barracuda. Okay, Barracuda's a man. He's, how old are you, 54? 54. And how tall are you? You're 6'5". And you weigh how much? You weigh 302 pounds. 302. 302. Let's see what it says. Calculate it. You're obese. You're supposed to weigh at the top 236. You got a lot of work ahead of you. Yeah, you're obese. That's kind of sad. It's like your wife is fucking a full-grown cow. You ever think about her? Like she has to ride a water buffalo every time you guys get in the bedroom. Damn, brother. Poor wife. Now, if your wife's the same thing, your poor wife's who I feel sorry for, not you. You're a good guy. You'll be all right. I can't say she can hear. She's fat. If she's fat too, y'all just look like two hogs wallowing in a swamp, you know. When fat people have sex, do you guys like scissor, or do you guys mostly just do that whole, what's it called, oral sex? I mean, what do you guys do? I've never seen two fat people fuck. I'm just curious how it works. These are honest questions. I'm not being rude. How does it work? Oh, excuse me. How do you copulate as a married couple? You want me to clean it up to a Christian atmosphere? Is copulation a bit of a stringent? What goes on in the bedroom stays in the bedroom. Well, I don't think a lot goes on. Noah was building the ark, probably doggy style. Well, you're probably right, little doggy there. They use extensions like airplanes a long time ago. Well, hell, I figured there's something going on, you know. When you're both big, it's kind of strange. But if one's small or other, I think you can get around it. But two big people, I don't see how they even create children. Have you ever seen a fat lady naked? Honestly, I'm not being rude, but have you seen a fat lady naked? She looks like she has 13 vaginas. There'll be wrinkles all the way down. I don't understand how it works. fat men, you can't see nothing. His pecker looks like a black olive that somebody dropped in a bowl of cottage cheese. How do they even get it out? How do they get excited? I don't know. Things we want to know. When I going to feed the camels again? Hell, I don't know. You saw one, you ran. Hell, I don't know. Traumatized. I don't know how these things work. I would figure oral sex is a big part of your marriage, though. We're just talking adult stuff here. If it bothers you, hell, it's just adult. We're not being mean to nobody. It's just health and adult talk, you know. I went blind from this discussion. Did you? Why would you get blind from it? It's just natural talk. We all have thoughts about it. How does it work? Well, there's curiosity throughout the whole world. We just want to know. It don't hurt to share, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with sharing a little bit of things. A little bit of statistics. That's hard for me to say for some reason. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong talking about that stuff. When you're with adults, it's not like we're down at the damn junior high, down to elementary school with a drag queen. Yeah, it's different if you're a man dressed as a woman at a kindergarten reading stories. That's some perverted shit. But if you're a grown-ass adult on an adult site talking stuff like this, there's nothing wrong with it. This is the time to talk about it. I don't know if it's time or not. It just came up. I don't know how it happened. It's important information that we need to share, though. I think the same as everyone, no different. There you go. Exactly. We all think about these things. I think there's a reason. We've all noticed that big girls are with little guys, and big guys are with little girls, size-wise, you know. I think that's for baby making. Because if you're both big, baby making's got to be a struggle. And you're only supposed to be married to create children. I think sex was never meant to be a hobby or for enjoyment or something. I think it just ended up that way. Is there any other species of creatures that have sex for fun? Or watch videos of their neighbors having sex for fun? I think humans are the only one that does that. Could you see two chimpanzees sitting in a bedroom watching the video of other two chimpanzees having sex? Could you think about it? Two monkeys, two gorillas sitting in the bedroom watching another two gorillas do some nasty stuff. That just sounds funny, but people do it as humans. And then dogs have no shame in their game. You drive down the street, be two dogs just hitting it hard. You could drive around somewhere, and there always be two dogs somewhere just kicking it, you know. Dog don't care who's watching. He going to copulate. Damn old dog they do it any time. And then monkeys masturbate all the time. You go to the zoo with your children, be a monkey over there just whacking it as hard as you can. They don't give a shit either. Any under 18s in the chat? I don't think they're allowed to be. Anyway, we'll get away from all that nonsense before somebody gets a complex. I don't want to give nobody a complex. You'll be down there at that old psychiatric clinic trying to figure out what's wrong. We don't want to give you a complex. My daughter has had 2 French bulldogs, and they're humping each other like no tomorrow. See? Dogs don't care. Dogs is the ultimate humpers. Dog will screw your pillow. He don't give a shit. Your leg, your pillow, your door. Dogs is crazy. Dog hump anything. Yeah, dog is just a humper. Thumper humpers. I've got to increase my exercise today. I guess I'm going to have to get back out on the bike in a little while. Yesterday was a dead up, no exercise day. I thought I did more than I didn't do anything yesterday. Wow. I've never done that little in at least a year. Yesterday was a 0-day exercise. I didn't burn any calories yesterday. I burned like 400 calories. I need to be burning 2,000 calories a day. We have to gear it up today. Damn. I'm really not. My problem is I have pain, so all the exercise that I do comes along with some serious pain. But I got to do it. You got to get in shape. It's kind of cold, too. There's always excuses. 90% of exercise is 10% exercise and 90% trying to convince yourself to keep going. It's okay not to exercise every day. It's good to have a little break. Yeah, but not for me. I got to keep it going. Remember, I fell off the total exercise when I broke my damn femur. So I've been trying to get back into exercising. It's really hard. I got to work more. Yeah, I got to do a lot more work. I wonder what the big deal is, why they just can't bring a heater over here. Why is it taking like 3 days for it to get a heater in this house? I woke up this morning, I was so cold. That's why I was awake at 3:30. I was freezing. God, I was cold this morning. This damn, you're lucky your aircon has a heater. It's an option for everything, but here nobody does that. I don't know why. We need that. There's brick buildings, cement buildings, when they get cold, you know how long it takes to get them warmed up? It takes forever. Cement house takes forever to get warm. They want you to freeze. They must hate you. I don't know what they're doing. They're all a bunch of dickheads. They don't take responsibility. You've seen the management here. Have I been to the desert? Not lately. I ain't been doing much of nothing. I need to go. Bulldog Mama, hello. I haven't done anything. I need to do so many things like that. I was going to go out on the gravel bike today, but then it's too cold. I don't want to freeze to death. Wouldn't hurt, though. I definitely need to be out. Why don't you have heat? There's no heat. The air conditioners here don't have heaters. Oh, I miss the Brazilian meat. I went there one time a couple weeks ago. I've been there one time in a few months. Man, there's one in Riyadh. I keep getting ads for it. Like all the meat you can eat for like $40 or $30 in Riyadh. And it looks good. I kept seeing the ads on it. Have you seen that ad in Riyadh? They have a nice meat place. Yeah, I haven't been to the Camels because they're deep in the desert. There's some nice new restaurant they're advertising the hell out of it in Riyadh. I need to do a screenshot so next time I'm in Riyadh I can go there. Matter of fact, I need to check that now. I wonder if I already did that. I think I already did a screenshot. Let's see if I got it somewhere. Damn it. No, I didn't do a screenshot. Damn, I got to do a screenshot next time I see that ad. Yep, I didn't do it. Big mistake. Oh, maybe I did it on this phone. No, I didn't do it. Oh, check this video out. Hey, if you're a Saudi, tell me if you find this video funny. There's a white guy who gets on he gets on a video with like a job interview, and he's trying to fit in. Check out this video. I thought it was hilarious. Tell me if you find it funny or not. As an American, I find it hilarious. See, this guy pops up on the camera. These guys are laughing their ass off. They got me laughing. He tried to fit in. He put on a Gotra. I thought that was hilarious. I don't know if you find it funny or not, but I do. Don't they have a stand-up digital heater? Yeah, they're supposed to have one. I've been waiting on it. They usually have it. I don't know why they're taking so long. I already know what's going to happen. They're going to bring it, and it's going to blow the breaker every few hours or start a fire. I always have problems like this. Top of my desk is dirty. The guy is from his sofa ran. Yeah, he's laughing so much he had to run. The dude had to run. All right. Are we still here? I almost hit the disconnect button. Damn, I'm already hungry, man. This sucks. I'm so hungry. What time is it? It's only 8 in the morning. I'm starving. It's going to be a hard day today. If I'm this hungry now and I don't eat until 4:30 in the afternoon, this is going to be a long-suffering day. I need to do something else, change my mind around. I need to reprogram my brain. I shouldn't be hungry this time of day. I already had breakfast. Damn, I'm hungry. It's probably because I ate that stupid cookies yesterday. If I didn't eat those, I probably wouldn't be hungry right now. Now I'm striving for something to eat. I'm really hungry. I need to go buy more eggs. I'm out of eggs. Eggs is my go-to when I'm hungry. I've been using the egg steamer. So when I'm really hungry, the egg steamer does it great. Steam 3 eggs and it gets rid of the hunger. That makes them soft-boiled eggs really nice to eat. I definitely need to do that. My goal is to drop another 20 pounds. The first quarter of next year, I need to drop another 20 pounds. It's very hard. I need to drop about 25 pounds, actually. 25 more pounds. You don't know how hard it is. It's freaking hard. Ugh. 25 more to go. All right. There's something wrong with the broadcast. Is anybody here or did it disconnect? You're here? Okay. What's that damn noise in the other room? Are they bringing the heater? I'm hearing noises. One of the cats I feed every day was killed yesterday. I think he crawled up in a car to get warm, and the car took off, and he just fell out dead. One of the orange ones, I don't know which one. I seen him out there laying, and they cleaned him up. So one of the orange cats is no longer with us. Do I watch Netflix? Yeah, I have a little box. I don't really watch anything. My go-to entertainment is YouTube. And then I'm a member of a bunch of Facebook groups that I just antagonize people. My entertainment is to get in these groups and stir up shit. I like stirring the pot. But YouTube's about all I watch. I do have Amazon Prime where I can watch their movies, and I watch one every now and again. Not that often. Very seldom do I watch anything. I can't watch Netflix anymore, by the way. My subscription says it's no longer valid here. When I'm out of the country, if something happened, I'm not allowed to watch it anymore. I'm a saboteur. I'm not really a saboteur. People talk BS. They don't know what they're talking about. I just put out the truth. Some people get upset about it. People just talk shit. They have no idea what they're talking about. If you join a Facebook group with maybe 50,000, 100,000 people on it, and just start paying attention, you'll be shocked how many dumbasses there are in the world. People's really dumbasses. Sharon knows. She's been reading it. Sharon reads the shit on one group I'm a member of. You can't imagine. I can't believe a lot of people have made it through life. There's a lot of really just ignorant people. I don't even know how they got by. I'm amazed at the amount of people that want to travel across the planet with no money, and they have all these ideas and dreams. You know, Sharon, it's crazy. You seen how many guys, I'm going to come to the Philippines, and I don't have any money, I'm going to need a job. You dumbass, you can't go to a third world country and get a job. They don't pay but $10 a day. Where are you going to live? What you going to eat? What you going to do? People they've heard all these rumors. It's cheaper here, it's cheaper there. It's expensive to live in a city anywhere on the planet. There's no such thing as a cheap place. Somebody's convinced you that it's cheaper to live somewhere else. That's bullshit. It's only cheaper to live like a native. If you want to live in a bamboo hut on a dirt floor and eat rice, it's cheaper. I'm going to buy land and build a home, etc. Yeah, all of these what they're going to do. And then right after they say that, do they have financing? You're going to go to a third world country and think you're going to finance. Even if you could get approved, the interest rate would be about 40%. These people are so stupid. Yeah, a lot of Australians go to the Philippines, end up broke, going home crying. There's hundreds of ones. There's a guy there now he looks like he's dying. He don't have money for medications and all, and he's in a bed. He looks like he's 80, 90 years old. If you don't have money and stuff, you don't go to a third world country and live. You got to be tactful. You just can't do that. You can't live in some other country without some type of income. Imagine showing up to a new country with no car and no house and about $1,000 a month. How are you going to live? Where are you going to sleep? You know, in the Philippines, gas is always double the price that of America. It's like $7 a gallon. Electricity is freaking outrageous. I don't know how you would live there. And now just a little ass house costs $200,000. It's not like before. Anything you see online that says 50, 30,000, that's bullshit. That's for a shell and there's nothing inside. There's not even a counter. It's a cement square. The prices that they put online are just to trap you into something. They mostly look like a square box. Yeah, a lot of these old retired dudes that think they're going to go to Asia, Electric bill is higher now. I don't know where they get these ideas unless someone. I think it's just over time. They've always heard that it was cheap to live in Asia, but that was long ago from the sailors in the Navy back in the 50s before we were even born. It's not like that. It's expensive as hell. I think my truck diesel's like $7.50 a gallon. Everything costs big money, man. That's why I'm still working. I got 2 houses, I got a boat, I got also 2 cars, all sorts of shit I have to upkeep. It don't just to upkeep what I currently have is expensive. Not alone thinking about new things. Just the upkeep of a normal life is expensive as hell. It's not cheap at all. Outrageous. I don't know how Filipinos, well, I know how they make it. They live in a shithole. And they drive a scooter or ride a jeepney. But a normal person there don't make no money. I don't see how they survive at all. I can't, they got 2 or 3 people in household working, getting about $500 a month each, and they manage to make it, but they definitely struggle. And then again, you have the other extreme. Well, there's a lot of them that are super rich, but they've had that for many generations. My damn heater's still filthy. I keep forgetting to tell him to come and clean the heater up. He needs to come and scrub that thing. I wonder why they just can't seem to get a heater over here. I wish my phone would work. I'd be calling the hell out of them. Yeah, if you join that group, expat Philippines or Philippines expats, and just read these old dudes and all these conversations, you'd be shocked. And then you see the actual Filipino ladies and guys in there commenting, they're spiteful as hell. They hate you. They don't like you at all. The people don't like you. I don't care what anybody says. They hate you. They just tolerate your ass. They don't like you at all. People say, oh, good, loving, fine. They ain't good, loving, and fine. They hate you. In their blood, they hate you. They hate you with a passion. One American girlfriend was on the take, and he tried to build a house. She native from there. Oh, I'm sure she got him. They have so many people on there. A lot of it's just people on the hunt trying to find some expat they can rob. Whether they say it or not. One lady at least admitted it. She says, I'm not a gold digger, I'm a grave robber. She just wants to get married to some old guy and then he dies. She can have something. Yeah, she said, I'm not a gold digger, I'm a grave robber. It's much different. I can respect that. She was taking the extra upcharge from his cash for the materials to build the house. Really? Yeah, I've seen thousands of stories over the years there. Any country you're not familiar with, everybody's going to rob you. I don't care where you're at. It ain't your country, your place. Even trying to survive in America, there's so many shysters, you'll get robbed. Now imagine now you're in a third world country. They're going to rob you even more. Just to get by in America without getting scammed is a miracle. Every deal there's got some bullshit attached to it. There's nothing just easy like it used to be on this planet. The whole world has got so much cons and bullshit. Of course, her family building the house. Of course you know it. And it's not just Philippines. It's a lot of countries. Old scammers, hell, they've been out for 100 years. You know, even in Australia, you get out and do something. How many people trying to take your money? Overcharge you and give you a little of what you're supposed to get. It's a worldwide phenomenon. And it's been that way since the beginning of time. Back in the early days, the Western days, a guy would travel around on a wagon and sell people some stuff that was supposed to cure every ailment. It was just some kind of bullshit he made up. What do you call those guys? I forget what they were called. It's been since the beginning of time. Scams will never stop. No, they won't. It's to the end of time. My neighbor, God rest his soul, he had a rich Oriental woman who was given money to and passed away, and she was still looking for money. It happens. Snake oil salesmen, that's what they were called, yeah. They would just make up some shit, put it in bottles, and tell people it's going to cure everything. So this kind of stuff is not new. It's been going on since the beginning of time. You got to have some common sense. Could you imagine drinking whatever they were giving them? I wonder what they were actually drinking. Poor people drinking some kind of bullshit. Ugh. People buy it though. He'd sell enough in that town, get out of town before everybody figured out it was nothing but lies. Now, our modern snake oil salesman was they pushed worldwide. It was called a COVID vaccine. That was our modern snake oil. COVID vaccine it cured nothing, it stopped nothing, it helped nothing. I can't believe we all got on board with that without even thinking about it. And then you can't go to work and you can't fly anywhere unless you get that vaccine. That was the number one snake oil bullshit on the planet. I don't think that's ever happened in history. They forced people to take medication that didn't work. Yeah, but I had to. You can't travel. You can't get on a plane. But mine is all no good, though, luckily. It wasn't stored properly. Barry, what's up? Good to see you, sir. Yeah, if it wasn't stored properly, it wasn't no good. Most people that got it, they didn't get it. Our governor put a stop to it. I'm glad he did. Mandating people to get some kind of hocus-pocus bullshit shot, that was terrible. You know, the funny thing is, there's still people now getting, what's it called, boosters. There's people getting boosters on COVID. Honestly, there's people getting booster shots. That's freaking crazy. They already proven it, did nothing, and there's people getting boosters. What's wrong with people? How dense can you be? In today's timeline and looking throughout the historical factors in that situation, and you're going to go get a booster. Dear God. They should make the booster illegal. They finally admitted it doesn't work. Yeah, they did. It's been on every news channel. They told it. It's been printed in journals, the medical and all, that it didn't work. And it wasn't a cure, and it didn't help. They told us we'd live, we'd never have a problem, we won't get all the nonsense they told us. I've been immune and vaccinated for everything on this planet 2 to 3 times. I got everything done as a regular person, and then I got everything redone as an Army guy, and then I got it done again as a traveling guy. I'm surprised I'm not dead. I've been vaccinated, shot. I've been stuck with every pin you can get stuck with 2 to 3 times. You know those little scars you have from getting the vaccines when you're young? I got 3 of those. I got one when I was a baby. One was in the Army. I forget how I got the 3rd one, but I got 3 of those. When you join the Army, they make you get all those shots when you're a kid all over again. I've had all of them 3 times. Well, I don't think I'm going to keep everybody awake. It's late at night in America. You guys go to bed. I'm going to cut my broadcast off. I'm going back to the office. I got to go fight with them. I'm not going another night with no haters. We got to go argue. And I can't take this with me because I'm on the tablet. So we'll see you guys later. Sleep well. I've got to go argue. Because the media keeps telling everybody if you don't get it, you're going to die. Yeah, that's what they did. It's only like 50 degrees, but in this brick house, 50 degrees Fahrenheit is cold. Can't sleep. It's really cold at night. And we got a few weeks of this. I can't live in a refrigerator for a few weeks. Okay, see you later. I got to go argue with the damn desk. They've got to get some heat in this house. I can't live without heat. Cheers.